So you'll get it when you need it, that processing power, but it's not built into the hardware.
Man, it's Nintendo. Nobody believe that mess.
Man, you better believe Nintendo. Nintendo's the truth.
Nintendo has some stuff, but whatever. But we're live.
What up?
What up?
Welcome back to Games Music Life, episode 18. Okay. All right.
Swag.
Just got legal.
Yeah, we're legal.
Getting out the house now. Get a job.
Yeah, man. We were talking about the Nintendo had their, what was it called? I forget what it's called.
The NX?
Nintendo Direct.
Nintendo Direct. Yeah. And it kind of slept. Like, they didn't even really talk about it was coming. Like, usually they would pub it out. That's one thing I don't like about Nintendo. They have an arrogant stance on the way they conduct business.
Yeah.
First of all, get my man Miyamoto from in front of the camera. The fact that he hasn't learned English in his 30 years. Zelda came out 30 years ago.
Who needs to learn English,
You gotta
baby?
learn some English, bro.
Yeah,
you ain't got to learn no English, baby.
Yeah.
They love him, man.
When you making money like that, when your DS is printing out money,
Right.
like I don't need to switch my language.
Whatever.
Don't need no
You
English,
learn
baby.
Japanese.
You know what I'm saying? It's
You
disrespectful.
need to learn some English. I'm sick of it. Okay, I'm here to say it. Miyamoto, I'm sick of it. Okay, learn some daggone English, and quit getting ushered around E3 like the president too.
Looking like Puffy in the Chappelle Show
Yo,
skit.
I'm telling you, this pod would have been 2 people.
Yeah.
Because last year they almost took Jay out.
They almost took me out.
Because he tried to get over. Jay, no, Joe. And they gave him that stiff arm.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man.
And it was a stiff arm and the glare. Like you.
Like, how
what
dare you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, who do you think you are?
Should have threw a shoe at him.
Absolutely. Man.
Yeah, and I would have got a bullet back. I would have got a bullet back.
Still be in Guantanamo.
Right.
Yeah, he'd been out of here.
Yeah.
So what do we have gaming wise? We got a lot of stuff gaming wise, but
Let's start off with VR.
well, VR. Okay, yeah. So we definitely had some VR stuff to talk about because that's the big thing this year. You have every year, man. I think it's a technology that tries to come out and it tries to latch on. For a couple years ago, it was 3D TVs, and everybody went out and bought 3D TVs.
Yep.
The glasses was like $400 a piece, and everybody said, you know what?
You only got one pair of glasses.
Yeah, maybe I don't need a 3D TV.
Yeah.
You know, because it just kind of just left.
3D gaming was a thing for a little
It
while,
was.
man. It fell off real fast.
Definitely it did, man. And then it was after that. Well, then Blu-ray wasn't really a letdown. It was because, now everything's the physical copies are gone.
I wouldn't say Blu-ray. Blu-ray was huge. I mean, every player that you see out now is a Blu-ray player. I mean, the Xbox has a Blu-ray player in it because it enables you to store a lot more media on there. So,
Yeah.
Blu-ray is the medium for physical data distribution, I would say.
I don't disagree with that, but the only thing I will say to go with that is though, physical copies, people become digital hoarders. Like I know I am. Like I download all my Blu-rays and store them on my server, and then the kids just stream the movies throughout the house. It's a lot easier to do that than to just have one disc or buy multiple discs and people, just pass them around. Because I don't have to worry about a digital copy getting scratched. I don't have to worry about it getting lost. It's right. The only thing I have to worry about is that it's
getting corrupted.
or it could possibly, I had a bunch more on an external hard drive when my 2-year-old first started walking. She pushed the hard drive over. Mm-hmm. I knew once I heard the hard drive knocking, it was a wrap.
Yeah.
And that was it. So I had to start all over.
Why don't you take it to Geek Squad, man? See if they could take it back for 45 minutes and charge you $70 to let you know that nothing we can do for you.
Yeah, they come back and charge me $50. Yo, I'm gonna tell you, man. One of the worst. I've never been that customer. But the one time I've been that customer was actually in Best Buy. All I needed them to do was reinstall Windows. I couldn't find my copy of Windows.
Right.
Yeah. And they wanted to wax me like $110. I'm like, y'all can buy Windows for that and do it myself. All I need you to do is just reset it for me, you know? And I had a corrupted driver. And I was telling the dude what to do. Like, he really didn't, he knew, but he had to wait for his manager to come back. Eventually, I became that Camden, New Jersey came out, man. I got to start whispering to him. I had to whisper, hey, man.
Yeah, talk that.
Hey, son, this could get serious for you.
Get real bad.
Real quick, bro.
Yeah, so, but anyways,
Drive the license plate.
Right. I ain't with the clap. Drive the plate. So yeah, VR, man. We, keep going on that subject though. We, this year is gonna be VR, so everyone's throwing their hat into that this year. And I'll be honest with y'all, I don't know if this is gonna take off because the buy-in is so high. It's a big investment, and I'm a little afraid to have an invest and buy into that without it being a sure thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because we have it right now, the Sony VR, which the Sony one in my opinion looks like the best.
Yeah, it does.
The HoloLens looks dope too, but the HoloLens is different. Like it basically uses stuff that's in your room. You know, like the HoloLens, they had the Conker's demo, and they showed Conker like on a shelf in the same room as the guy, and Conker was jumping around. He jumped on the couch and everything, and it looked pretty cool. But I'm like, after 1 or 2 times seeing that, I don't know, man. I'm just a little nervous about that.
Would your eyes hurt after a while? I wonder.
I mean, we all wear glasses, so
Yes.
I don't know how that's gonna work either. You know.
That's a good question to ask them. Like, how does this work with people who have glasses on? 'Cause it has to like fit around your face,
Yeah, I don't know.
and then your neck's gonna start hurting because you gotta wear that thing. I wonder how heavy it is.
It just seems like a weird experience, man. Like,
Yeah.
first, I don't really trust like being alone in my house and like having on these goggles where I can't see anything else. You know, so you take them off, somebody robbed you blind. You had no clue.
But that's honestly the truth, though, man. You don't know what's going on in your
Yeah,
real world
you have no
environment.
clue.
Somebody come in and snuff you.
Right.
You
You know?
it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Nothing's
But
happening.
it also too, though. I mean, we were talking about the video game aspect of it, but there's another side of that VR that people really want from it too.
Yeah.
Which is the adult entertainment aspect of it.
And that just seems like it's gonna get really weird.
It
That's
can.
gonna get really weird.
It can.
Really
But that's the
disgusting.
problem in Japan, though. That's because VR is coming here to the States. It's been big in Japan for years.
Yeah.
It's so big that they worry about their population because the dudes are like, "Yo, I can just
I was
go
like,
here."
for what?
Yeah, what I got to take you out for?
I don't have to hear no lip.
Nope. And I can keep my money. All I can worry about is a cleanup. I'm good to go.
Oh man.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't know about this VR thing. I don't know. But the Sony VR is rumored to be $299, and the HoloLens, the dev kit actually came out as $3,000 for that. So they want, but the thing about it is, it's sold out in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's
Man,
sold out
you know
in 10
what?
minutes.
When you only made 30 of them, bro, it's
Yeah,
probably
it's
not hard
sent out
to do.
Developers, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
But they sold out in 10 minutes, man. I want to say I saw on Polygon that it was actually they were saying that Sony made enough of them to where they grossed like almost $10 million. So I'm not doing the math, but they did. They made $10 million.
And you don't fact check.
I
so
do not fact check, so I could be wrong. But I remember they made $10 million. So
Yikes,
Wow.
man. Yikes.
I don't know. So they did something right, but I don't even think they were in it for the money
Yeah.
for that junction. But what they say, the rumor cost of it when it comes out is gonna be $500 to $1,500.
Yeah, they can keep that.
Yeah, bro.
Absolutely
Like,
not.
yeah, I'm cool on that.
And one of the VR games PS4 has out is this Golem. I haven't watched this yet.
Mm-hmm.
It
Which one are we looking at? The better one?
the first. No, the fourth one over there.
This
Keep
one?
going. No, go.
Yeah, the bedroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll check that out.
So this is VR. So this is what we're going to be paying $300 extra for.
But see, I like the way this looks versus the HoloLens because it's like you're in the game.
You're right.
You
it's
know?
not.
Yo,
it's
what
not
was
using your
that just
environment.
now? Like,
It looked like
a crystal?
a turkey leg.
it did look like.
It turned into a purple crystal.
So you're like a little monster.
I don't know what you are,
Well, Gollum was a little monster.
but I think this is like actually like a rock golem though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you're little, whatever you are.
Yeah, you got a small, unless you're a baby golem, and then you grow up inside that house, become an adult golem.
You'd be a hell of a baby unless you're crawling right now.
Right.
You're slithering.
What
Like-
are you doing?
Like you're a snake.
Are you? But that was a human hand in the beginning, though.
That was, you're right.
So I don't know what you're doing in here right now. I have no clue.
Creeping up on some kid or something like this. This is getting weird, man.
Yeah,
like,
it's like the baby version of Assassin's Creed. And get that nail together. That's a hell of a sword you can get from that, man.
Right? Yeah, that's the truth. So what do you guys think graphically? What are you guys thinking?
a little underwhelming, but
Okay.
it's I don't know. It could be cool, I guess.
I wish we would have got to play it at E3 last year.
And that
so we
line
can
was
just
crazy.
see.
That line was crazy.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I mean, this just looks like, why can't I just do this on the regular game without a VR headset?
Well, I guess you probably can, because you got to think about it. What are they showing on the TV while you're playing this? Like, there's so many questions that haven't been answered about it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, when you're doing this, like, say someone else is in the room while you're playing, they could possibly be seeing what you're seeing. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
And am I gonna still be using a controller while I do this?
Yeah, and I need them to know that there's a big bug underneath their baseboard.
Right.
Like
That's
that,
not like
man.
a traditional bug either. That
No,
looked like
it-
something that mutated.
And it looked
Right.
like somebody speared it. So.
It did, yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking, like, whoever you are playing, like, you might be down there getting it in. Like, it's another world, like, you don't even know about.
Under
This is the
these
first
stairs.
level.
Another thing I was looking at too is, if you don't use the PlayStation controller, what are you going to use? Like, is there another controller that comes with this?
Probably be a Power Glove coming soon,
Hey,
man.
man, for $500 to $1,500, it better be a whole new PlayStation.
Well, I think this one's
system.
$300 though. Like
Really?
$300 to $350.
Which one is this one? Sony, right?
This is Sony. Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. Sony's is
So-
$299. Yeah, that one's $299.
So, I don't know if because to how I rationalize it, is it worth it? I paid $300 for your system. Why would I pay $300 for something that's just an accessory to your system?
That you'll probably stop supporting in about 2 years.
Right.
Correct. Whereas your system gets support for 10 years
Right.
plus.
It's definitely a niche thing. I think only certain people are going to enjoy it.
Pick it up. We might have to do this for the culture though. We might have to take a poll to see how many people want to see us play VR, and then we're gonna have to maybe pull together some money and do it for the culture.
Man, I'm gonna have to find
Yeah,
El Plaga.
I gotta be honest with you.
Give-
Yeah, how you get it for the?
for the free. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll do it then.
The
But
graphics don't look too bad.
it don't look bad at all. But I'd be too worried if somebody gonna come and hit me in my apple sack while I'm playing or something, man. Like
that
you know,
is the thing.
like you're so vulnerable with this thing. On, you know,
You know what
like
I'm
anything
saying?
can happen, man.
Because it goes over your ears too, I believe. So you can't even hear nobody snuff you.
Yeah, see, like, nah.
The thing that I read though, when the people who played it, they reviewed it. They said it was amazing. They said HoloLens was amazing too, but they said that you kind of get so immersed into the environment and the game that you forget that you're in there. So one guy even went as far as to say he walked away from the game with the headset on.
No,
You know?
I can't have that, my wife, man.
Like, listen, you'd have to create a pretty amazing experience for me to be like, oh man, I forgot I was in the game. Like, nah, bruh, I'm always gonna know I got this big piece of equipment over my face.
Yeah, how can't you? It's gonna weigh your neck down or your head down sooner or later.
Yeah.
Unless you just like lay back and just play it, and that's a great way to hurt your neck.
But one thing I will say though, to a good thing with this is, could you imagine what type of? I mean, I'm sure this game's gonna pick up eventually, but the emotions that's gonna involve in it. Like when you play a game, you get emotional. You're jumping sometimes. You're wondering like what's going on. Your heart starts racing.
Yeah.
When you're in it like this, I'm sure you be sweating.
Yeah, don't sweat too
Nervous.
much, man. It might short circuit the
They
VR.
better have that boy in warranty.
Yeah,
Right.
Every part of warranty.
Put some paper towels on your forehead.
Now, see, like playing PT on this might be dope.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. Are you serious?
It might be
would.
a dope experience.
What's PT?
I would.
Project
PT.
PATs or no? I'm just kidding.
Silent Hill demo.
Yeah, Silent Hill demo.
That game y'all talked about before.
You can forget that. I would never play that on this. Can you imagine like turning around and then that chick is there?
Right.
No.
Now imagine if somebody like as the chick came out, man, you felt hands on your shoulders,
Oh, I'm
like,
done.
yo,
I'm
And see,
done.
that's
Or
what I'm
you
saying.
put
Like I wouldn't
something
want to
in
play
your
it.
ears.
Yeah,
I'm done.
You know, with that, I would have to be in a room and lock the door because y'all buttholes would touch me or something, and I would die. Like that'd be
wouldn't
it. I
say-
log off. I hit my head on the corner of the table, and that'd be it, man. Like
have a slow breeze coming on you.
yeah, there's no way I'd do it. I wouldn't because I wouldn't trust y'all, man. There's no way I'd do it, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
man,
I
that'd be
can't log
crazy.
off like that, man.
No.
That's a horrible way to go, man. Like there's no
Oh,
way.
Shoot. But yeah, that game was that scary though, Nadir.
It was.
That if somebody did just like come tap you on your shoulder, it could be like Lord Nadir tapping you on your shoulder, you probably will flip out.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Probably
You know,
like that.
you might snuff them, right?
Really?
You might, yeah.
You might punch like Lord Nadir.
Right,
Right,
down
man.
a pike on him too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm scared.
Take
man.
off the headset, like, sorry, man.
Yeah.
You know,
I
hey.
didn't know. I did not
I
know.
got
Too
a
close, man.
I got a family.
What other type of games can go in this? Because I think a scary game would be sweet on this.
Yeah, that'd be ideal for
Or if you could share the
FPSs would be dope.
Oh yeah, FPS, yep, for sure.
it.
Is it
Man.
weird that you can't see your controller though?
It is a little bit weird, but like, imagine, like, remember a few years ago for the PlayStation 3 when they came out with that motion thing,
Yeah,
and
that
you could
little-
have
See,
a
that,
gun.
that's my worry. That's my worry
Yeah.
with this because PlayStation Motion kind of came and went.
It
You
really did.
remember that, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, it did.
I
And
do
this-
remember it because it's still in my house. But,
Really?
but
But didn't it
I
have
do
a-
regret it.
Didn't it have like a magic game or something where you use the VR or use the wand and the camera as like a?
I think so. Now, the one that sticks out to me is what was their like first party shooter game that they had? Man, it was a pretty cool game
For the camera,
for the PlayStation.
first party shooter.
Killzone.
Killzone.
There we go.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when Killzone 3 came out, I believe, man, they were
They
hyping
did,
it up with
yeah,
that
they
motion.
did, yeah.
And yo, like that game was dope with the motion controller. Like that was a really cool experience. So like if they did something like that with the VR,
Uh-huh.
I bet that could be like
catch
really
on.
really sweet. But
I'm gonna tell you, we're about 3 minutes into this video. They better pick it up. Dude
Yeah.
better start getting something. Better happen.
That's the first,
right.
and that's it.
That's it.
So hold on, wait, whoa. So it's leaving on this screen. So I'm guessing that person that we just saw on that bed, if that's a person, has an outer body experience and then goes into that golem, and then you are that golem.
So stealing from Game of Thrones.
Oh, like with the boy?
Yeah, warging out.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, whatever.
yeah.
Listen, I believe you should steal from other people as far as and make it better. That's why I said with Sony, man. They should just make Xbox Live, just call it PlayStation Live, man. Just mirror it, and have the same, online experience. I don't know about that, Jay. I don't know about that, Kev.
I mean, my overall review is like,
yeah.
That game didn't move me, but I think that maybe VR have some potential. It might have some potential. They might do it right.
Yeah, I'm playing Madden.
Oh,
I'll bring it out.
All right.
What is this tomfoolery?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man. So, for a $299 buy-in, and then Sony, HoloLens is gonna be $500 to $1,500. I don't know, man.
The price is going to have to come down.
I don't know. And the thing I'm looking at now is games are so immersive where they're trying to have the game go with everything. So like you buy HoloLens, for instance. I got to think they're going to have it to where like when Star Wars comes out or something else comes out in the future that you can be in like the Millennium Falcon or you could be in, whatever. And that would be a buying point. Like that would make me want to do it. Like, okay, if I can hold a lightsaber, that's it. I'm in it. You got my money. And I noticed I was going to tell you guys about Quantum Break that's coming out. The one thing about it that was pretty slick that I read is that the game itself the decisions you make in the game actually dictate how the show is played.
Okay.
And that's actually pretty sweet. So the show comes with the game. It's like, I guess it's a show that goes with it. Because the guy who played Iceman on X-Men, that's the main character. Yeah, that's the main character. So the decisions that you make, that's Odell Beckham. Oh. The decisions that you make actually go towards the show. Okay. And I'm like, okay, that's pretty slick. But it made me wonder, like, with that being said, like somebody could rip all the videos and just put them on YouTube and that'd be that.
Right.
But I guess they can't. So that's where it's arising a lot of people, like a lot of opinions on Reddit was like, okay, well, this is kind of like DRM, and you have to check to see if you're online to play that. So it's kind of like Microsoft's way of getting what they wanted before, which was you had to have an always-on connection, which I don't believe in 2016 you should have anything without internet access anyway.
Always on.
Yeah,
you can't even be always off at a library because the libraries have internet connection, so it's impossible.
Yeah. So I say all that to say I don't know about VR, man. I'm gonna wait. Hopefully we'll see some at E3. Yeah. So we'll see some at E3 that'll be pretty slick. I don't know.
You know what makes me nervous about when they say, "Oh, choose your own story. It will affect the end of the game." Mm-hmm. I've heard that before, and I got let down.
Yeah, so that was
real tentative.
Which one was it? That
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect, yeah.
I'm real tentative because I put my
where they sell you the end of the game.
Yeah, they sold me hook, line, sinker, and I'm not going to play the fool again.
We'll see Andromeda this year.
Yes.
But EA is going to have their conference away from. Was it EA? Yeah, they're having their conference across the street the day before too.
Right. So hopefully we can get there.
Yeah,
we might not.
Yeah.
Well, if it's in the evening, we might get there.
But the developers will still the publishers will still have the games. So
right.
Who publishes EA? EA, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. We might not see the new letdown of Madden this year.
No,
I don't want to see that.
If they're there, man, and that game is the same, bro, I'm gonna tell buddy, man, yo, you gonna have to drive this license plate, bro. you gonna
drive the plate.
You gonna drive this plate, man. I drove the plate.
Yeah.
While we're on sports, you brought up a good idea, or not a good idea, but you said something about Steph Curry breaking NBA 2K.
Man.
Like it's not already broke.
Yeah.
Zing.
No, he broke it because they don't know how to rate him. They don't know how to rate him, and in the game, it's like people will go and try to mimic the stuff he does in real life, and he's not doing. He's shooting air balls from three or like from deep threes. And they're like, man, I want my money back. Yeah. And I thought somebody said it as a joke, but I was like, you know what? It actually got some truth to it though, man. Yeah. Like it's supposed to be a simulation game, but you can't. I mean, you think about it.
Like he would be cheese. Like
he's a video game right now. Man.
Yeah,
that dude's running. Wardell. I'm gonna call him by his government name.
Yeah,
Wardell is running rampant out here, man.
Yeah,
nobody can stop him.
No,
that does make it tough because I mean it's like guarded threes, he's just knocking them down anyway. So it's like how do you simulate that?
It's like you can't block his shot, so it's not like you can be like, all right, force him off the 3-point line,
right?
Make him drive because he's always like an inch of a second quicker than you are.
And it would be hard to even emulate Golden State's offense because they move the ball around so much, and they set so many screens. Like the game's not going to do that.
Power,
yeah, exactly. The game can't
do
keep
that.
up with that. So like, yeah, they're really breaking the mold. They are challenging 2K to step it up.
Yeah, they but yeah, so he broke the game, man. I don't know, what they're gonna do or what the plan is on it, but they're just basically saying like he basically broke 2K.
Yo, I gotta ask, man, is LeBron ever going to get another one?
No, probably not.
I think it might be over.
Golden State ruined that.
Unless they get a big four, I think it might be a wash.
No, I don't think so, man. I think that everyone is doubting LeBronathan, and
I don't know.
you got to realize something, man. That man went from bald to hair in one season.
He could do a lot.
He could do a lot, man. He proved like he doesn't care. He don't care what y'all think.
Yeah, he said it.
Yeah.
He said it.
And he's a monster. And they're resting right now. And people got to think about the Spurs too. The Spurs are only 3 games behind.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, man, there's so much competition. I mean, if you ask me, Oklahoma City was in all of those Golden State games.
All
like,
of
they
them.
could have beat them each time.
OKC is 2-6 since the All-Star break.
Yeah.
Yo,
Is that concerning?
Very.
Yes, because Serge is taking too many shots. Me and Jay were just talking
Yeah,
about
man,
that.
Serge
Serge is taking too many
He's not a
shots.
stretch four.
No, he's a stretch mark for it. And he doesn't. He needs to quit shooting. He needs to go back to being the old Serge Ibaka.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get in that lane.
Get in the lane. Use that African strength, man, and just get cats out of
What
there.
happened to him on defense? Like, yo, he used to be a rim protector.
He's not that no more.
But now
He's not there.
he's like floating forward now.
He
He's
tried
like,
to reinvent himself, man.
yeah, he wants to be a point forward.
Yeah, he tried to reinvent himself.
I don't even know how that works.
Video game news though. Nintendo Direct.
Yes.
They had their Direct conference, and they didn't really publicize like we said earlier, but they had some things that were promising. But the thing that got me is they're still pushing this Wii U. Like, I think you should chalk that up as a loss.
They
man.
got to, man. Nah, it's still on the shelves, baby. You got to sell it. You know what I'm
Until
saying? You
it
got to
next
hustle.
comes.
Just waiting for a person to sell it to. Hashtag Kev, what's up?
Hey, man, I'd take one for the free, man. Nintendo, if you're out there and you're looking for somebody to give a Wii U to for the free, I'm your guy.
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you want me to pay for it,
That's
then
a no-no.
you're mistaken. Yes. Yeah.
Yo, man, Gronk is getting off the line too fast.
So what happened?
They had Star Fox, and they changed it. The Star Fox we played last year was real linear. It was pretty much direct on what you would do.
Right.
They changed it to where it has a bunch of different paths you can take, kind of like on the old Mario game, how you can go into warp pipes and
Yep.
go to different areas. So it added replayability to it. So you might have one path one way, and then you can replay it again and go down a different path. So
Okay.
they did that on Star Fox. I thought that was okay, but it still kind of didn't look good, man. It looked like, it was.
Look like it was on a Nintendo.
Yeah, man, like,
Yeah.
And I'm not one of them graphic guys, but it has
So
to be graphically
worried.
beautiful. But I just want it to be better than Lego, and that's what it looked like Legos.
Hey, man, I
Give me
like
that.
Lego.
Oh,
Come
man.
on, but yeah, but I don't want Lego to be.
That's rough, man.
I like Lego
I-
games. I do
Yeah.
like, but the Lego games look better than what I'm talking about.
I
That's
want
what I'm
Star
saying.
Fox to be good, man. But I think I would be let down.
Dude, I think Nintendo is throwing a bunch of pump. They're giving us a Olajuwon pump fix right now, and they're going to drop
And
that
we're-
NX
I'm
bomb.
falling for him. I'm falling for him.
I just hope that it is, man. I hope that I'm right, that the NX is going to have some heat at the conference this year, because I'm looking forward to it. But they did have some other things that look pretty good, though. Like
Okay.
Splatoon had some updates, but that game's already out. Paper Mario Color Splash, that's going to release this year. And I've always been a Paper Mario fan. I thought that the games were actually pretty good. And then they had the Pokken tournament, the one we y'all was talking about a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago.
Very excited.
That's actually a Wii U game. It's not an NX game.
Okay.
And then they have, of course, once again, Nintendo finds a way to sell you the games that you bought back in the day. They're coming out with the virtual console on the 3DS.
Oh,
So,
okay.
you can buy. I think the first it's only 3 games are coming out initially,
Yes.
and then it's the another set of 3 and another set of 3. And the last set of 3 I remember had the Super Nintendo version of Zelda.
So excited.
Yeah,
You
They're
sound
gonna-
like it, bro. Oh, wow.
yeah,
Like,
they're gonna wax you for them too.
they're coming out with a new version of Paperboy. Like,
And
whoa.
then here, you said there was no mention of Zelda, or just a light mention of Zelda? Because that's really hurting my soul right now.
They're coming out the Zelda, the one for the Super Nintendo, and then the one that we saw, almost 3 E3s ago or 2 E3s ago, is going to actually come out on the NX. I'm sure, because they didn't say anything about it coming out for Wii U, which is upsetting because
It
they
is.
talked about it was coming out for the Wii. Like, this is the power of the Wii U.
Yep.
I don't blame Miyamoto, man. His non-speaking English, man. I really think that's the problem.
You know what, man? They know that they don't have to do anything different than what they're doing.
Nope, because they're still gonna print money either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my gaming. What are you guys playing these days? What games you guys playing?
You see, man, I bring out an old classic. I'm playing Madden.
I
Yeah.
wish you would have kept it old and just left it alone, man.
Ooh, they
I don't
ate
know.
Riley up.
This looks like Madden
Negative.
2011. to
Oh.
me.
I shine though. I got well, man, I got
Is he having a seizure or what's he doing?
Sam Bradford and his big sleeves out here. I hate Sam Bradford's jersey, by the way. His baggy sleeves get me upset every time I see him.
Kev, what are you playing right now?
I've been playing that Need for Speed. Was playing Don't Starve, one of my faves. Been
Okay.
playing that Nathan Drake collection, getting ready for Uncharted 4 coming up. You know, get my soul right.
How do you like that so far, the Nathan Drake collection? What do you think of it?
I think it was good value. You know,
Really?
I mean, 3 games. I hadn't actually played the ones before. Well, like I played them lightly on PlayStation 3. So for me, playing the story, you know, all the way through has been a good experience. I mean, it's one of those games where I have to be in the mood to play it, but once I start playing it, it's hard to put it down. So, you know, hey, it's been fun.
How do you feel about the story in the game?
I mean, it's not a like deep story or anything like that. It doesn't move me or anything, but it's fun enough, you know.
I thought it was deep. I thought that's one of the things they talked about was being a deep story.
I didn't feel like it was a deep story. Like, I mean, it's been okay, but it's not like, you know, Metal Gear or anything
Yeah,
like
it's
that
not-
where the story is very immersive. Yeah.
Shout out Springman20. What's up, man? We're doing good.
Spring Man, what's going on, baby?
Talking about that Nathan Drake collection.
I can't see the chat.
But I think that's kind of unfair to compare it to Metal
Metal
Gear.
Gear.
I mean, that story is exhausting.
But I mean, like I'm thinking about games with like really deep stories, like even Red Dead Redemption, all of the BioShock stories. You know, games like that have had really, you know, well thought out stories. And not to say that that the Uncharted collection didn't have a good story, but
Yeah.
it wasn't. It didn't really have me like involved, like say like a Last of Us did, or something like that.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you might pull up some wiki pages. You might get a little bit more information. But I mean, it's just, I don't want to say it's a simple adventure story because it's deeper than that. Because you got to figure Nathan Drake's struggle with living a normal life to the allure of being a treasure hunter.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, how that affects him emotionally and how that affects his relationship, and him getting married, and then, you know, how that takes a toll on his relationship with his wife.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, BioShock. I put BioShock up there with Metal Gear Solid as far as story.
The story. Oh
Oh,
yeah.
my
Absolutely.
God. Yeah.
BioShock 2 was only whole in that whole thing because and they didn't do 2.
Let me tell you
Somebody else
something.
did 2.
That DLC that they put on there
Yeah.
to wrap the whole thing up.
Yeah.
My mind blew,
Yeah.
and then I pieced my brain back together because that was freaking phenomenal.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was
I
really
mean-
good. Me and Kevin talked about that for a minute, man, after I
Yeah.
played Infinite.
Only I didn't like the controls in Infinite, man. I still stick with that. I didn't like the whole hook and the like
man.
swinging from like I didn't feel that.
I thought it was pretty good.
I felt like the controls in BioShock 1, they never should have gone away from that. Like that was such a dope setup.
Really?
Yeah, the way that you know, the powers worked with the weapons.
I'll be honest with you, I never
that.
played those. I have
Which
them all
ones?
in my library. BioShock 1.
Oh,
You
yeah,
never
I
played
and I'm-
BioShock 1?
No, and I remember when you were playing it on 360, Jared. It's
Yeah.
right before we started playing Gears. And I didn't like the creepiness with the little girls, man.
I'm gonna be real with you, Nadir, and I'm not throwing any shade on you. You'd be scared to play that game, dude.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff is borderline zombie-ish, ish in one,
Yeah.
and you might be like, nah.
I think now that you know the story, though, I don't know that it would freak you out because you know, like where the big daddies come from and all of that. Pause that, but you know what I'm saying. You know the whole story, and then like the little girls and harvesting them and all that stuff. Like you know why all that stuff was
I
happening.
do.
But
I
the
do know why.
Fontaine, Frank Fontaine,
Yeah.
man, gosh, that was just a good story.
Yeah,
man.
it was.
Would you kindly?
Yeah.
Who would
Yeah.
have thought?
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. I'm like, man, this is just a nice guy. He
Yeah.
wants to help me out here.
And now it really was mind control.
Yeah, it was mind control.
Yeah, that was
You gotta be kidding me.
I thought Firewatch was like that a little bit. I thought that's what it was going to be. But I'm about to
I'm
come
not gonna ruin Firewatch for you.
I know. I don't want you to.
It didn't seem like there was enough action in the Firewatch.
just a
Like
pretty
just from
game.
watching.
Yeah,
It's just a pretty. It was.
It don't do it for
15
me.
bucks.
those
Yeah.
the colors are kind of make it like appeasing to the eye.
Yeah.
I
See,
mean, there's
that-
no action in it.
That makes me think of that Everybody's Gone to the Rapture game, and like that looked visually stunning, but the game itself seems like it's probably very boring. I haven't
you-
played it.
Did you? I watched it on YouTube. I'm not gonna lie, everybody. I didn't play it, but the story is freaking amazing.
Word.
Because all you do, right? If there's no action or nothing, you don't even know. I don't even know who the main protagonist is in the story. You just basically go around this town and try to figure out
Where
what happened to
everybody
everybody.
went,
And then the story is told through these like little light bulbs or whatever you want to call them throughout the area, and each one of those tell the story of like what happened to the characters, how their relationships changed during the time where they found this alien wave or something like that, and people were trying to understand it. And then you get the aspect of like 9 citizens in the town because it's a really small town, and then you just figure out basically how they go to Rapture.
Yeah.
Basically, I mean,
What game is this?
Everybody's gone to the Rapture.
I'm telling you, if you
I haven't heard of it.
just YouTube it, I would say it's like Firewatch but better. YouTube it and just chill out and watch it.
Really?
You'll be you're not going to look for any action, but the stories, and I think what stood out to me was the music. The music
it looked like it was a really well put together game.
Oh yeah.
But
what is it like
would you want to play it though? You know what I mean?
If I didn't watch it on YouTube, I would have played it. I actually should have played it because I think I would have enjoyed it that much more playing it.
See, it felt like it would get boring. Like watching it, I got a little bit bored. I was like, all right. Like I only got to watch a little bit of it, and then I ended up having to do something else. But I was just checking the game out because I've been hearing a lot about it, and I was like, you know, it looks really good, and it seems like the story would be really dope. And I was thinking the same thing. I was like, yo, you know, if this looks like a game I should play. It looks like it's got a dope story, but I'm not quite sure. Are you playing online?
Yep.
Okay.
I play some dude named Dab on him.
Yeah, I saw a Dab on him. Dab on him boat.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys get time, I mean, it's kind of old. What is it, like a year old? I think. Check it out.
Yeah,
check it out, man. It's a good game. The games that are heavily story driven. I mean, you got to bring it. If you don't bring it, then your story can fall through.
Now, I mean, on that note, bruh, I do have to switch it up, man. I did want to talk about this topic a little bit, man. That whole Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat. Now that Mortal Kombat XL is coming out and doing numbers too, man. People are really excited about a game that came out last year just because it's getting a reboot with all the add-on content.
Yeah, and also because Street Fighter, they kind of laid a dud, man. The online, it was no meat to it.
Yeah. So, I mean, with that said, as a series, are you still going to take Street Fighter over Mortal Kombat?
Absolutely, all day, every day, day in, day out.
I don't know, man. Like
how?
It's
because it's better mechanically. I've played the Mortal Kombat X, and mechanically, it's more sound than Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat, you had maybe 3 moves, and I could be wrong, but maybe 5 at the most. And
5 moves?
Yeah, and you had 2.
I don't know about that.
I don't know, man.
Special moves, you had maybe 3 to 5 special moves, and then you had your 2 fatalities, and then you can still do like the little combo things. And to me, the combos felt stiff. It felt clunky.
Okay.
See, to me, it's like the combos aren't like built into the game. It's not like key sequence combos. Instead, you know, you really have to kind of put it together. So, you know, if you get a sweep, an uppercut, and then, you know, a special and something else, you can kind of link the combos together however they're going to go. They're not like pre-built into the game, you know, for how they're supposed to go. And I like that about Mortal Kombat. And even outside of that, bro, like the story for Mortal Kombat is 100 times better than the story for Street Fighter. There is like no story in Street Fighter, really.
Play no fighting game for no story, man. Come on.
I do, man.
Some people do, but I think Nintendo. I'm sorry, I keep back in Nintendo on the break. I think Street Fighter actually left a lot on the table because it's nothing. The meat of the game is just online play.
Yeah,
that's what. I mean, I think they're you know, looking toward the future. I mean, that's what it is. They're prepping people for tournaments and stuff like that. They're not worried about a pretty story.
That's what somebody was saying. Like, it's pretty much an Evo game, man. It's really not even
It's not
a game to be played anymore. You know, by yourself.
Springman 20 says, "Nice man cave."
Oh, thanks a lot, buddy. Thanks a lot. It's my little sanctuary. We come down for games. This is the gloom of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know, man. Like I've always been a Street Fighter guy. I remember growing up, like I had the Dreamcast because it had all the Street Fighter titles.
Yeah.
You know, and I always liked playing Street Fighter on the Dreamcast because it had them all, the ones that were in the arcade too. And Mortal Kombat was kind of like always the little step brother, man. It had it.
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely.
It always was because it never looked as good as Street Fighter.
You know, I mean,
What's up,
you
White
know what it
Husky
was?
2016.
Nintendo. Oh, no, I keep saying Nintendo. Street Fighter.
man, Nintendo got you on
I
one
know,
today, man.
got me flustered,
They
man.
hot. They got you hot.
Mortal Kombat kind of wore me out with the whole babalities and all that stuff, man.
It got a little bit silly.
It got kind of corny.
It got
you
a
know?
little silly.
Let me tell you what the comparison is. Springman is saying it's like Ronald McDonald versus Colonel Sanders or McDonald's versus Burger King. But I think that the best explanation is for Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. Street Fighter is like NBA 2K16. And Mortal Kombat is
man,
like
don't dare say live,
NBA
man.
Live.
Man, come
That's
on,
what
Jay.
it is.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
putting
You're
those
cut
together.
off,
No,
Jay.
I'm not.
You're cut off,
Hey,
man.
turn his
Yes.
mic off. Turn his mic-
Are you
turn
guys
it off.
serious right
Yes,
now?
man. Listen.
Come on.
Jay, you can't crap
Come
on it
on.
like that.
Like, come,
That's real deal. That's real deal.
No, man.
No, you can't say that.
Come on. I can't. Why not?
No, because I mean,
like,
come on,
yo,
that's like a not even apples to apples comparison.
Yes, it is. That's the perfect
No,
comparison.
it's not. It's
Yo,
not, Jay.
I'm telling you, man. Like, I don't think that you got deep enough in. Like, I'm invested into the Mortal Kombat characters and their stories. Like Scorpion versus Sub-Zero.
That's
You know what I
old.
mean?
That's old.
Bai Han and Kai. What's his brother's name? Kai Lang.
Kylo Ren.
Nah, but I'm saying like the
You're
whole
such a
story.
Street Fighter stan, man.
No,
You
I
are.
caught it as I
Quan
said,
Chi
man.
killing off the
I
whole
like- I
clans and
think-
setting it up. Like, yo, it's such a deep story.
I think Tekken's better than Mortal Kombat.
You know, I like Tekken, but I don't think it's better than Mortal Kombat.
What?
I don't think it's better than Mortal. I mean, for a
Their
fighting game,
mechanics
it's cool.
are way better than Mortal Kombat. So.
I feel like they're a little bit different though, because Tekken
Okay.
is it's not a side scroller fighter. It's it goes into a 3D mapping, so it's a little bit different
Man,
style.
bring
You would
back
have to go
Soul
virtual
Calibur,
fighter.
Man. Bring
Man,
back
I
Soul
ain't trying to
Calibur.
hear no weapons
Yeah, nah.
slashing around.
I'm cool.
Nah,
Soul
Yoda
Soul
jumping on the
Calibur jumped the
screen.
shark when they put in Yoda and Darth Vader.
What the heck were they thinking about,
I
man?
don't know.
What the heck?
Yeah, I'm good.
That's
Like that
crazy.
was like when they brought back Killer Instinct on this bad boy. I was like,
They were
this
trying to
is
sell
horrid.
Xboxes because the Xbox needed it.
Man, that Killer
Xbox
Instinct
didn't
was
need it. Oh,
horrid.
here you go with the shade.
I'm just saying. Xbox needed
Hey,
it.
but it was a title that you could only get on Xbox. There's just more that we can say about Sony.
Man,
Yeah,
I wish I couldn't even get it on Xbox, man.
Hashtag Bloodborne. Hashtag Bloodborne.
I wish
That's
it
all
never
I'll say.
happened.
What is Sony's title? If you had to tell somebody to buy a PS4, what would you tell them to buy?
I ain't gonna lie, I don't
would
know.
say- I would say-
Exactly.
okay,
I want you to say. I want you to answer for me.
Okay, I would say Bloodborne first. Then I would
Bloodborne?
say No Man's Sky is coming out this.
Okay, so
this
here we
summer.
go. You always saying about the stuff that's coming out. Like, yo,
No, Bloodborne.
Uncharted's coming.
Bloodborne's already out.
But
Uncharted.
Uncharted, everyone's not going to play Bloodborne.
Okay.
Bloodborne.
Uncharted.
That's not out yet.
Yes, it is. You can
No.
get the trilogy.
It's not out yet.
But
Okay,
get yourself-
you can also get a PS3
So
and
what
get
do you want
that.
me to tell you? You want me to tell you? a game
No,
that's
I
out
want
right
you
now?
to tell me a system. Tell me what if you're gonna tell somebody to buy a PS4, what game would you tell them to buy? Only on PS4. I can't get it nowhere
Street
else.
Fighter 5.
That's a good one. But
There you go. You said I gave it
once
to you.
again,
I gave it to you.
once again,
Yes.
if you're not in the competitive community of playing fighting
You
games,
said one game. Now you're trying to parse
no,
through it,
I'm saying something that'll appeal to everybody.
Okay.
'Cause I can get on Xbox, I can get a couple.
What is
Okay.
the title of
Final
Xbox though?
Fantasy 15 demo.
God, you're losing.
Final
You're
Fantasy
losing. You're not on your A
14.
game today. You're C plus today. You're
No,
not on your A game
What
today.
you said give me a game.
Give
I
me a
give you
game.
Street
Give me
Fighter
that.
5. That's not good enough. Come on.
Oh, he didn't
Come
step
on.
out. Oh man, you might have to challenge that, bruh.
No, he didn't. The corner just played. That's Maxwell, man. If you might seen an Eagles game, that's how he
Super
plays.
Smash Brothers. That does count for fighting Spring, man.
It
Super
does. Yo,
Smash
I love
Brothers.
Smash
absolutely.
Brothers.
Smash
but
got a
I
huge
don't put that
community.
in the same category as like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. Like those two games right there, they go more together.
Why not though, Kev? Just curious.
4-player,
Okay.
arena style kind of game
I never
right
could
there.
get down
Smash.
with Smash Bros. There was so much going on.
Yeah.
And the little ball would come up. It's like somebody gonna seize out one time. Man.
I thought I was gonna get epilepsy.
It's
playing
too
this.
much going on, man.
Yeah.
Yo, no, I would get Pikachu, man, hide out in that pocket.
Pikachu was cheese.
Yo,
Yeah, he gets in that cubby
Whew.
hole, man.
Whew, man, so much work, man. I aggravated so many people with Pikachu.
I
Man,
like Jigglypuff.
Jigglypuff, yeah.
I like,
Yo, he did work
Kirby.
too. Kirby did work.
Kirby,
like
did,
Kirby.
Kirby.
I like he could take everybody's abilities.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
kind of dope to me.
That was a
But-
fun game. That was definitely a real fun game.
Yeah, I could.
So man, I'm still surprised, man. We got 2 Street Fighters and a Mortal Kombat, man. I'm the only guy that really knows.
no, I didn't even say anything about.
You went Street Fighter, man.
No, I want Street Fighter as far as the history behind it, but I do agree that Mortal Kombat this year is better than Street Fighter 5.
They had to release an XL.
Just to
Because the
get
X didn't
because
sell
people
good.
wanted it so much, man, and they wanted it with all the additional
They're
content.
trying.
You gotta admit though, Jay, Street Fighter 5 is kind of a dud, man.
No, it's if you're look.
You even
like-
said
The
it
hype is
yourself.
done.
Yeah. So for the extra content and story mode like that, yes, that's completely a dud. I don't know what the story is. I have no clue. But for the online fighting, once they got the servers together, it's completely legit.
Okay,
Completely legit.
so now it's good.
Yeah, because they fixed the servers. Because those are
Okay.
my two problems. I didn't
Okay.
really care about the story, but you guys remember our other episode? I was like, man, those servers are trash.
Yeah.
And they worked on it, took them down, worked on it. Now I have no problem. When I
Okay.
get on it, it's fine.
See, man,
So-
I feel like they just left a lot on the table with that Street Fighter, man. Like, and the game has not changed at all. Like, they just keep putting out the same game with updated graphics. Like, I don't feel like Street Fighter has really changed.
Here we go, man.
I think it changed. I don't think
It
that. I
did.
don't think that's not true. I think
They
it did.
From what
They keep
iteration?
refining it.
From the last Super Street Fighter that I played, man, like
From-
I don't know that 5 really changed a whole lot.
From 1 to 2, it changed because they added the. Super
Hold on, are we
parts.
going all the way back
Well, you
to
said from
Street
each
Fighter?
generation, 2 to 3, you had the parry system.
Okay.
Then 3 to 4, you had the.
Man, how you let Grunt
It's
come
like
across?
it's like
man?
it's
and
like
it was a bad
counter parry, and then in 5 you got your V arts. So it did change
Nah.
each generation.
He didn't play the game, so he doesn't even know what you're talking
Okay,
about.
so okay.
No, I mean
So-
I follow. Like I didn't
Yeah.
buy the games, but I played them all. But I don't. They didn't feel like big enough changes that the game really grew a whole lot.
Springman, I think Dead or Alive falls under Tekken.
Yeah, but everybody started playing Dead or Alive to look at the girls' boobs.
Yeah.
You know, but-
It's definitely a boob show.
Yeah, it was. Then they had Dead or Alive volleyball. They wore us out.
Right,
with
they
that.
yeah,
Like,
oh yeah.
Get out of here with all that. Like,
They were overtly trying to wear it out with the
Oh,
boob
absolutely.
show. That was which
Absolutely.
is crazy.
Man, they
as a
working.
kid, I appreciated it. Though.
They
I mean,
were
I did ask
working.
my mom and dad for the game, but
I always wondered that, like, why do the female characters always got to be naked?
yeah.
Right, like
What you mean to sell the game?
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's like a female rapper.
Like, yo, I could still buy the game without the girls being naked.
Yeah, I mean, we can because we're adults, but as a kid,
Yeah, you're
hey,
like
Mom.
all about it. Oh, but you know what? You still never played as Katana Man.
Somebody-
You know what I'm saying? You wasn't feeling that.
Springman says, will they do a horror movie character fighting game kind of like the MK DLC? I hope not, because I won't get it because I'm scared.
Yeah.
You know, I agree with Mike actually here on Street Fighter 5 trying to be like Killer Instinct
Let me tell you
for
something. That is the
PlayStation.
most disrespectful comment I've seen in my entire
It's
life.
the truth, man. Sometimes the truth
Street
hurts,
Fighter
Jay.
5 and Killer Instinct should never even be in the same category.
Sometimes the truth
That's
hurts,
just
Jay.
so disrespectful. It hurts me. It hurts my soul.
Mike,
Mike,
actually, I'm with you, man.
Mike, that actually hurts my soul. I'm telling you right now. Can't believe you would say that.
Yeah.
You
A
quiet
fighting
over
game
there,
is not
man.
gonna. I mean, a fighting game is like nowadays. We know what to expect from it.
What
Yeah. You know, now that we done brought up Tekken, man, I would love a new Tekken title. Like,
it's coming out, Tekken 7.
when? We need it.
Akuma,
ASAP.
Akuma with Street Fighter.
Yo, Akuma, he got nerfed so bad. Like, he's horrible now.
He's
Yeah.
not even in the new game.
Man, like, Akuma's been bad for a long time.
Akuma
though.
can never take.
He's
any
so
punishment,
slow.
man. He would have strong moves, but he couldn't take any hits.
Yeah.
You
You
get him in
know.
that corner and put him in that cubby hole. It's a wrap.
He was.
Yeah. You know, I wouldn't mind a new Virtual Fighter as well. I just love Virtual Fighter, man. You could ring out somebody. That was dope.
Yeah, that's true. Virtual Fire was really like you had to have a good technique.
Oh, this
Yeah,
guy.
you did.
That's pass interference.
Because Virtual Fighter, that was with my man Tiger, wasn't it? Or an Eddie?
That was Eddie.
Or was that
the
Tekken?
Black dude.
Yeah.
The
parkour.
Oh,
yeah, I didn't like that because it like he was
Tekken 2.
breakdancing, man. Why
Yo.
the black dude gotta be breakdancing?
Well, it was supposed to be Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu,
I knew
but
it was supposed to be. But he had an afro and he had
that was Tiger.
okay.
Yeah, man. Yo, I like that. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end, you know what I'm saying? He bust out the jig.
Yeah.
Springman, that is a tent in the background. That's where when I get scared, I get in that tent. Just
That's
put
where my
that
2-year-old
out
goes back there and runs amok.
there. Yeah.
So music wise, man, it's been a heavy video game laced episode we've been
Yeah,
talking
absolutely.
about. What did we review this week?
We did BJ the Chicago Kid.
BJ Chicago Kid. All right. I'm gonna make it short and sweet.
Yeah, mine's
I don't know what in the world BJ the Chicago Kid was thinking on this album. And the only reason why I say that every song sounded alike, his sound sounded totally different. And in albums past, I liked his music. I really enjoyed his music. I really enjoyed his sound. He had some people on it that I was looking forward to hearing, but even they were kind of weird. Not weird, but I didn't like the sound. Even the song with Kendrick, I was like, I could do without it. I was happy for the album to be over. I really didn't think.
Yeah.
I like him. I like BJ the Chicago Kid, and it is better than some of the slop that's coming out nowadays. But even with that said, I gotta be a little hard on the fact that he kind of was all over the place a little bit. And I thought a lot of the songs sound together. Like I thought it was kind of dope how it was like a story. Like he had the song where he talked about his girl, he loved her. Then he had the song where he talked about like she couldn't fulfill all his needs. And then there was the song where he got caught and the girl called his girl at the. That's just amazing right there. And I thought that was okay. But then it was like I didn't get the theme of the album. I didn't know what he was trying to do, and it's like he tried to start singing different. I heard a little bit of Prince. I heard a little bit of Wannabe Belial, and I kind of was like a little over the place. I didn't think it was complete trash, so I gave it a 71. I did give it that, but I never want to hear the album again, ever.
Mine's short and sweet too. I'm gonna give it a 64. I don't know. I like the song with Big Crit. Yeah, that was okay.
Yeah, but you liked it because of Crit, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably like Crit. Yeah,
the same way.
Heart Crush was yeah. I mean, it was just 64. I mean, will I listen to it again? Absolutely not, because that Life of Pablo's still playing. Hashtag Jesus.
Oh boy.
That's still
How do you seriously, like, you said you went and listened to My Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yeah.
After going to listen to that, how are you even defending this Life of Pablo right now?
Because it's like, I told you, it's like Jordan's buzzer beater over Byron Russell in the
Anyways,
finals.
go ahead, Kevin. You want to give your review now?
All right, man. Now you know what? What can I really say about this album that hasn't already been said? You know, I came into this album, this BJ Chicago Kid album, man, really looking forward to it, man, because I've really enjoyed his features that he's put out, man. His collaborations have been really nice. So I came into this project, man, really excited, and Buddy let me down, man. He let me down a lot on this project. And you know what I felt more than anything was the biggest letdown was the fact that you know, vocally he showed just how weak his vocals are. Like, he has one range and he has to stay to it. And for 15 tracks, man, like that's not a good sound. It was a tough listen. Kind of getting through it from, like, when I got to about track 5, I was like, man, I don't know if I'm going to make it through this album. Now, I will say it did start to pick up. I did like the song Jeremiah, and I liked the song that he had with Kendrick Lamar, and I think that there was one in between those two that I liked as well. And those 3 tracks were okay. The second half of the album was better than the first, because the first was god-awful. Yeah, I mean, songwriting, you know, lyrically, it was just a very poor album. I'm not, you know, what I wanted to say, I'm just gonna leave that out. We'll talk about that offline. But yeah, man, it was just a disappointing album altogether. Like, God,
that's what I said. My love for his previous.
I was hurt. I was a little hurt.
Yeah, I was too. I will say, like, I was a little bit. I give it a 71. It's kind of high, I think, but
you were showing love off the nostalgia of liking BJ Chicago.
I was pretty much being what Jay was doing with Kanye.
Yeah,
I pretty much was doing that. So I'm gonna leave it there because I already said it, but I was a little bit high on that.
It was, man. You know what? Like I said, man, the content on the album was just poor. It was not good. He did not visit any new concepts in the music, and I kind of hate the trap gospel sound that, like Yeezus. Man, listen, that's another conversation for another day. But yeah, I hated the trap gospel sound. Like, he sounded like he was singing in a church choir about baby mama drama.
Yes.
And I couldn't get behind that, man. I was really disappointed in this album. With all that said, I had to rate this album a solid 60. Okay. So I gave him a D- just on effort. You know what I'm saying? I want to see this guy win, and I think that he still has good music in him. It actually sounded like a crackhead Raheem Devon album.
Wow. That's exactly what it sounded like. Yo, that you hit it around the head.
Yeah, so it was just bad, and it's funny that you both would say this. Like, I was actually thinking while I was listening to this album, like, you know what? I'll never listen to this again. I listened to it one time, and I was like, yo, I'll never listen to this album again, man. I'll forget that this happened. I'm gonna get, you know what? I'm gonna forget and forgive you, BJ the Chicago Kid, for putting out that dud of an album, and you know, I'm gonna look forward to your new music. And if the next project that you put out, or even the next single that you put out, if it's a dud, man, I will relegate you to the realm of features.
Yes,
and you will be a feature only artist. You know, as far as my listening experience, because you've had a lot of really good features.
And we was hyped about this album too.
Yeah.
We were.
I talked it up last week.
That was really the biggest, you know, disappointment in this album, was the fact that I was excited about it. Like, I thought he was going to come with a really strong product, and he didn't. He didn't deliver there. But you know, I'll give him a pass, and you know, I'll listen for the next project, or you know, next few singles, and see what we come up with. But
we will have a gem for next week, though. We got that Kendrick came out.
Yes, Untitled, Unmastered,
and it was just songs that didn't make the cut, right?
I believe so. Yep.
Okay, so
kind of like Nas on Nas
the Lost Tapes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it'll be a pretty good one to listen to. I've listened to it a couple of times. I wanted to really dissect it, but it's Kendrick is Kendrick. He can rap.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think I hope it'll come full circle with everything. Or just people will start rapping again, man.
You know what? I don't know that a lot of people can do what he does.
No.
You know what I mean? And now the one thing I will say is that I hope he cools out for the rest of the year. Like if he drops that joint project with Cole, cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then I hope we don't get any more music from Kendrick until about next year because I don't want him to oversaturate.
Well, I think it'll be.
He was really going to try to take Brady
I
out
was
the
about to say,
pocket.
really try to run him through the manger. Yeah, get him out of here. We were talking about earlier, that Secret album that's going to probably drop, and we think it's going to be Jay. If that comes and it's another Jay album and Views from the Six, I don't think there's going to be any room for anybody else, really.
Yeah.
I mean, Kendrick could fit himself in there.
Brady's injured.
Good. He could fit himself in there, but
Yeah, what score did you give it?
I gave it a 60. Solid 60.
solid.
You know
Like
what I
rock
mean?
solid.
It's not like
Like it is cemented,
60.1.
man.
Yeah, take this paper
you know.
back.
So let it be written, so let it be done.
Yes. I gave him a 7 because I had him in a previous class.
Okay.
I had him in a previous class. Like, you could do better than this. I know your daddy. So, here, let me give you a 70. All right? But this was crap.
Right, yeah. You had to have that talk with him afterwards, like, you can
Absolutely.
do better.
You could do better than this. You can absolutely do better.
But, outside of that dud of an album that we had to listen to, I will say that we got a lot of really good projects this week. Well, we got the Kendrick project and then that new release from GoPay, the God MC, GoPay Fiasco, that Bones.
Okay. Of course, anybody out here who's been watching the show, you guys know these two over here.
The stannery does not stop.
These cats think that Lupe's the best ever.
gospel.
Now,
Everyone,
I don't. That's from 2/3 of the monster of GamesMusicLyfe, not me. But I want to give it a shot and think and see what he has out there.
Yeah,
Because I like Lupe, but I don't think he's as good as you guys say he
You're
did.
just not a believer.
he's great, man. Like, did you listen to Bones?
No.
Or Bone? Like, yo, amazing. I love.
So amazing.
I love the way like he takes the topics, he makes them interesting. Like he's talking about real world stuff, and he makes it dynamic. And I'm excited for Drogas. I think Drogas.
Give me that.
To
Let's
the
go.
house, to the crib.
Somebody said Lupe who?
That's
Mike.
what I'm saying.
That's
Mike,
blasphemy.
boy, Mike.
That's blasphemy, Mike.
Don't do that, Mike.
But it's okay, man. You know what? We love you anyway, and we're gonna bring you into the realm of GoPay Fiasco, man, and you're gonna appreciate that we did. Just remember that GamesMusicLyfe did this for you.
Yeah.
You know,
we don't even want anything in return.
nothing.
Just say, I
think
believe.
Mike's gonna be really chimed in on next week's show because not Lupe, but Kendrick is his man.
Somebody
Okay.
said Bow Wow. Bow Wow's too wrapped up on NCIS Chicago.
Yo, let's throw it to there now. Gonna dance with the band. Let's throw it to them now. Now?
Oh man.
Oh gosh. Oh.
I don't like seeing it because Bow Wow he had his kid following or whatever, but seeing that cat grow up, it's like now he's trying to be thuggery and smoking and just be a nice
I
young
don't-
kid, man.
Yeah,
Give me
let's
that.
just stick to the act. Oh man,
Maybe your
he's
skills
Dab one was
just
about to
don't-
quit. You know that,
skills
right?
Just don't rush, do they?
I'm actually not even good in Madden anymore,
Yeah, you
man.
scared me playing. You made me not play Madden anymore.
Yeah.
Dab on him was about to quit. Yeah, I told
knew
you that
it.
already. Yeah.
I knew it.
He's about to quit.
Come on, Dab on 01. If you find this online later, because this is
Just
gonna be
know, man. Just know you've been embarrassed
yeah.
in front of millions.
Yeah, this is like my 4th game playing either.
Wow.
So
Yeah, because you had like an open petition against Madden
Yeah, I
since
did.
your E3,
I did.
and you're giving it a chance. And
Well, I just figured like one of my friends is playing and he's talking a lot of trash. I figured I'd give it a shot.
Get
wasn't
back
me.
to that rare form.
so.
Yeah, I'm not even.
I think
I think I beat you at Madden once, man, and I don't think I played again. I was like, yep, I'm gonna take that dub and I'm gonna roll on,
It's
bro.
okay.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
understand. I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick up that Mortal Kombat though.
I am. After the show today, I'm gonna go pick up.
You gonna pick it up?
Yeah, that Mortal Kombat XL. It'll be on this box, so
Okay.
you know what I'm saying.
oh, Mortal Kombat.
Now, Jay, you got the box too now.
Yeah,
But
have you opened it yet?
You can get
No,
that.
it's in my basement, chilling out.
So you still haven't opened it.
No,
You just got it for the gift card. Man,
kinda.
open the system and play.
Yeah, man, what are you doing, man?
What are we
Do
playing
it for the culture.
What are we playing the division on? Are you buying the division, Kevin?
I'll buy it if it's
Okay.
for the culture, man. I'll buy it.
Are you gonna get it, Jay?
I'm in the middle. I'm between PS4 and Xbox.
Why would you get on PS4 and we're gonna get on Xbox?
Yeah, like, man. I mean, then this gives
It's
us
sold.
a reason to stream,
It's
bro.
sold.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got to go
we'll-
Xbox on this,
We'll
man.
get on Xbox, so you can play.
To be determined.
Yeah,
I will announce that on our official Twitter account
Hey,
At
if you get it on Xbox, I'll give Life of Pablo 5 more points. I'll give it a 60.
No, I don't want that. Don't bribe me, sir.
I'm gonna tell you, after listening to my Dark Twisted Fantasy, I want to give it a lower score. I do. And I'm gonna tell you, man, Kanye was snapping on that album.
Yeah.
He really was snapping on that. And then this Life of Pablo, it is so bad, man. It is complete bad. It's trash,
Big
man.
Will said y'all did that so we wouldn't have to go through that.
We did.
Yeah, we did. We did that. We took one for the team for you because that BJ Chicago kid, you look at it, go the other.
Yeah,
way.
don't, man. You know what?
No.
I don't care if it's on your streaming service. Delete it.
Yes.
Delete it, man. Request to be removed. Report it as spam.
Yeah.
Do what you got to do.
I'm about to go.
Hey, make sure you guys follow us at Twitter and on YouTube and on Twitch at GamesMusicLyfe. On Twitch, GamesMusicLyfe on Twitter, and GamesMusicLyfe on YouTube.
And that
And
gram.
Instagram.
Yeah, and that
Talk
gram,
to that
baby.
gram. Tell
You know
them
what
what that
I'm
gram's
saying? We
about.
get to rocking on the gram, man. Shout out to the Fanagrams, for showing us love on Instagram, man. We certainly appreciate it.
Definitely.
That bumps that album up about 10 more points, hypothetically.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we appreciate that, man.
Appreciate the
First
love.
little bit of celebrity love, but certainly not going to be the last. Especially after Ye hears this review that we gave, the scathing review.
Yeah, he gonna want 5 minutes with me.
He can get it,
I already
bro.
know And I'll beat the crap out of him.
I'm here. I'm ready for your zombie apocalypse clothes. I'm here. I'm ready.
Come on,
Let me
yeah.
know. Give me
Like
some
he's selling
heat.
major pain boots and Roche runs, bro. Like, come on, like, how do you really how are you standing behind this guy, man?
Why are you disrespecting his clothing line, man?
And then the fact that he's back in the lab making another album, I don't want you to hear, oh, he's got more, things in his head to get it out. No, he knows that's a dud.
No,
He
he
knows.
has more things in his head that he wants to get out.
So with that said,
What album are we doing next week? Are we doing the?
We're
We're doing Kendrick. Yep, we'll do Kendrick.
Everybody in the chat, listen to that Kendrick Untitled.
Mhm.
You know what? He kind of peoned off of Nas. Hashtag Nas Untitled, the album.
but he also came out with it out the blue, and not everybody can do that.
Yeah.
You know,
And
And shout out to LeBron for pulling that string. Like, yo, Kendrick,
He
you
pulled
make some
that
good
on Top
music,
Dog.
man.
let's get them
the rest of
unreleased
that.
tracks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get the rest of that.
LeBron can do that though.
Word around town is there's another surprise album out, so
Yeah, we were
if
talking
that
about
drops,
that, man.
keep your ear out for it. We'll probably
But who
be
would it
discussing
be?
it
Who
next
would it be
week.
that would stop everything?
Nas.
I'm praying for King
Nas.
Hove.
No, we're not.
Nas or Lupe.
Nas,
Jay.
Nas.
Nas
Nas
or
lost,
Lupe.
Jay.
Yeah.
Nas lost, man.
Nas couldn't drop an album out
Only
the sky.
way
but
Nas is winning actually in business
Yeah,
wise. He got
he's
some.
going to be a billionaire.
Yeah, man, he's got a lot of capital, a lot of stuff he's
Tech
backing
stuff. Yeah.
that he does. But rapping wise, and I love Nas. Nasir,
Right now.
Nadir
You don't
is
love-
really
you don't
close.
love Nas, man.
I do love Nas, but rapping wise, there's one king, and that's Jay Hova.
Yeah.
First of all, one king. His name is Lupe Fiasco.
1A, 1B, man. Hove is definitely the man. Like Hove built Lupe.
Yeah, I'm
Like
gonna
there's
go.
no
I'm
Lupe
not
without
Don't
Hove.
you talk
Y'all
to
going
me
through
that
this
way,
group.
Kevin.
Lupe would admit to
Hove
this.
Lupe love-
Lupe
I'm
admitted to this
streaming
on
right
the
now.
Food
I
and
don't know what
Liquor
they're talking about.
advance.
On Food and Liquor.
back
On
to
Food
the-
and Liquor. On Food and Liquor. On what's the song?
TC.
Pressure. Who had the better verses? Don't you dare say Jay-Z.
So, anyways, everybody, thanks for being a
Don't
part
you
of
dare
Games
say-
Music
No,
Life,
keep this
episode
live real
17.
quick. Who had a better verse? on
Okay,
Pressure?
Lou ate Jay on
Thank you.
Pressure.
Thank you.
It is what it
They're
is.
in the stream. Get us out of here. Get us out of here.
Yeah, y'all are bugging, man. Y'all really think Lupe's the best?
Did
The
you
best.
watch Pressure?
The
Anyway.
best.
Thanks everybody for being a part of Games Music Life,
Please,
episode
Games
17.
Music Life, Twitter, Twitch,
Um,
Instagram.
If you got any questions,
YouTube.
anything you want to ask us, just drop it in the bottom of the YouTube link, and we'll
Yes.
answer it on next week's show.
Yes.
Yes.
So once again, thanks for rocking with us. Everybody,
Peace.
take it easy.
Peace.